Jai Hind students. I hope you all must be very fine. Today I'm going to discuss about the sorting techniques. Different sorting technique we use in Python to sort a list. And the second chapter of yours, that is Python Revision 2, we have two different sorting technique that we'll discuss today. Objectives of today's are introduction. We'll see what sorting is basically. Then what are the different types of technique Python used to sort a list, and what are the bubble sort and insertion sort. This is the objective of today. Sorting, as I mentioned, is arranging a data in a list in an order, either ascending or descending. That is what sorting is. And different sorting techniques we use to sort out the data. By default, the data always sorted in ascending order. Ascending means increasing order. It means from the lowest to highest. And that is what sorting generally is. And in your syllabus, in class 12th, we have two different types of sorting technique, bubble sort and insertion sort. We'll talk in detail about these two types of techniques. Beforehand, let's see what are the different types of technique Python used to sort the data. We have a selection sort, we have insertion sort, we have a bubble sort, we have a heap sort, we have a quick sort, and we have a insertion sort. These all are the different types of techniques Python used to sort out the data. Let's see what these two types of sorting, bubble sort and insertion sorts are. First of all, I would like to discuss the bubble sort. Bubble sort, in bubble sort, basically take an example of a list. Suppose L equal to, I have a 2, 5, 3, 7, 4, 8, 9. This is my list. As you can see, it's not in order, it's in a haphazard way, it's in any order, and this list I want to sort. Now in case of bubble sort, if it is a bubble sort technique you are using, what generally happens in the bubble sort, you have to write the bubbles in bubble sort 2, 5, 3, 7, 4, 8, 9. Just see what techniques bubble sort basically used to sort out the data. In bubble sort, the two consecutive element always again taken together to sort out or to arrange it. As you can see, 2, 5, it's in order. 5 is greater than 2, 2 is lesser than 2, its order is fine, so no need to sort it. It means it will be the same 2, 5, 3, 7, 4, 8, 9. But in the next sequence, so there is no need to sort. Come to the 5, 3. In first cases, you have seen the first two consecutive has been taken. In the second set of sorting, we are taking the second and third element. Now here you can see it's not appropriate. It means the 3 will go this side and 5 will come this side. So 2, 3 and then 5. Then again 7, 4, 8, 9. So sorting takes place, as you can see here, 2, then 3, then 5. Now again in the 5, 7, if we compare the 5, 7, the order is same, no problem. So you can write 2, 3, 5, 7. Now come to the 7 and 4, next set. Now in next set, again 4 should go up. So 4 should go here and 7 should come here. So it means sorting will be 2, 3, 5, then 4, then 7, and then 8, and then 9. Now if you write the 8 and 9, that will be more better. Now again the 5 and 4, as you can see, this is again supposed to be sorted. So 2, 3, then 4, then 5, then 7, then 8, and then 9, because these are not required to be sorted. So in bubble sort, we takes two consecutive element of list from the starting. We see if the second is lesser than the first, then it will go to the first and first will come to the second. If it is fine, no need to change it. Again we have to see the second and third and fourth, and fifth and sixth likewise. That's why it's called a bubble sort, because like a bubble, we are taking the two together and we are sorting it. Let's see the program for bubble sorting. I hope this technique you got. Okay, on what basis bubble sorting takes place. Now, if you want to write a program for the bubble sorting, the diagram should be there because it will help you to do the same. Now, once you have a list L equal to, same I am taking the example 5, 3, 7, 4, 8 and 9. This is my list. Now, obviously, you can find out the length of this if you want. You can say n equal to len and L. L is my list and you got the length in n. You can have a for loop for I in range to again traverse from the first to last, and here you can say 0, comma n. Now, one way is to write the 0, comma n, means from the beginning till the length. Second, if you don't want to use it, you can use it here 0, comma, if suppose this n is not there with us, the 0, comma, and then you can say directly len of L. L is my list and then close it. This is another way. So either you find out the length and store in a variable and use that number and into the for loop to traverse the each element. So both is applicable. I'm using the first one, that's easy for you to remember. Simply the 0 to last, n is the last. And once I mention n, it will go just n minus 1, as that you know. So 0 to n minus 1 is equivalent to all again elements of the list. And then inside the again this for, you have a j. So for j in and then again range. In case of j, you have to use the 0 to, and if n is that, then you can say n minus 1. If n is your length, since we had already taken the length, otherwise you can simply say len of L minus 1. That is also okay. Otherwise simply say n minus 1. So 1 less. Because in bubble sort, once we have a two set of number compared together, ultimately we get total number of element in the list. Comparison will be 1 less than that. That's why this is n minus 1. Now compare it. If you have L, that is a list, L of j. If L of j greater than L of j plus 1, j plus 1, as you can see here I am mentioning, if the list of j, that is 0 to n minus 1, is a greater than j plus 1, then we have to swap the value. What you have to do, you have to say L of j, comma L of j plus 1 equal to, you can say L of j plus 1, comma L of j. L of j. As you can see here, in the second for loop, that is nested for loop, I am trying to compare the L of j. L of j is also starting with the 0, and if the that is again greater than the j plus 1, it means if the first element is greater than the second would be the first will be second. Here it is swapping L of j comma L of j plus 1 equal to L of j plus 1 comma this value will go to this and this value will go to this. Separately you can also write, you can say after this if condition L of j equal to L of j plus 1, then in second line you can say L of j plus 1 equal to L of j. That will also work, and just come out from the for loop. So this is your for loop. Here you can write simply print and your list name, that is L in this case. So I hope this bubble sort program will arrange any again list which are not in order in ascending order. Any query? If you have, you just try to go through, try to understand the concept of the bubble sort as I drawn here, and see this program. It's very easy. List, to traverse the list, you all know we have to find the length, because this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. And once I am using a for loop, it is just again taking from 0 to n. N is a last. In this case 0, 1, 2, or simply you can say 7 is a length. It means 0 to 6 it will work. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It means all element will covered. And in the second loop I am mentioning 0, n minus 1. Whatever the length minus 1, it will come to this. and then we are just checking for L of j, means list of j, which is also started with 0. If it is greater than next element, then swap it, and this swapping will keep on continue after checking this two. If this is greater than this will come here. Again after checking this, if this is greater than this, it will go here and it will come there. Again after this, and likewise it will keep on again checking, and this itself again change or arrange your list, original list L. So never forget to see the list immediately after this. So after declaration, you simply use the print command, print an original list, you can say original list, and comma, you just see L, so that because your original list will change and you may be not in condition to see what was the original one. So just again have a list, either you accept the element in the list or either you declared it and see the original list, so that once you execute the program, you will see what my original list was, and then here say list after sorting, so that there will be no confusion in the both. I hope this is what the bubble sort is, and there should be no doubt in it. Let's see the next sort now. Now in case of insertion sort, that is the second sorting technique or method we have, what really happens here, suppose L equal to, I am taking 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 9, 8. This is again one of the unordered or not a sorted list, or simply haphazard list where we have a set of value, and there are 7 elements in this also. In case of the insertion sort, the technique that insertion sort use, let's see first 1, then 3, then 2, then 4, then 5, then 9, and then 8. Now in this case, again write 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 9, and 8. This was my original one. It takes only the second element and compared with the first. If it is less than that, then it will change. 1 and 3, as you can see, it's fine, so there is no problem. Now, and the third case, 2. Now 2, as you can understand in this scenario, or simply if this can be written like this, that will be more better to understand. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 9. And then again write 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 9. Here there is no problem. 1 is lesser than the 3, 3 is again greater than the 1, so it's fine. But in 2, it should become here. So this is what swapping says required to be. 1, 2, 3. Then again come to the 4. Then again come to the 5. Then again come to the 9. And there is one more element, 8 also. Now as you can see, this all element has already reshuffled, arranged. 3 and 4 there is no problem, 4 and 5 there is no problem, 5 and 9 of course there is no problem till yet, but once it is a 9 and 8 should come here. So this is what basically in insertion sort happens. One element has been taken together and compared with the previous one. If it is fine, it's okay, it will be the same play. Otherwise it will reshuffle, and how much it has to again move forward, that you can indicate by the arrow. So here there is no again like a moving required, but 2 should come here. So this arrow indicates that 2 should reshuffle before third should go after 2, and that way insertion sort takes place. Let's see the programming of insertion sort. In case of insertion sort, if the same list will assume and presume you have a list, you can find out the length again. There is no harm in that. LAN and L. Length is always required. I hope it's okay. Then we have a simple for loop for I in range. Now in that you have to mention 1 comma and last, that is n. N is a length. I am starting from the first element. This is required to check. First we consider it's okay. Once you compare with the first with the second, then only there will be any changes required. and just have since I want to search a particular element, their position is right or wrong. That's why we have to take a key or any variable name you can take, and you can say key equal to and simply the list of I. It means the first element itself again went to the key. Is it fine? Here again, after declaring this list, you can see the print, and inside the bracket you can say original list before sorting, or simply original list, and then you just say L, so that you have this printed before again arrangement of the list or sorting of the list. Now next again loop I have to use, so j equal to, you can say simply whatever we have, I minus 1. It's otherwise 0, but the value of j will be always whatever the value of I will be in the loop, just 1 lesser than that. This is what the j is. Now you can use the while loop. Since we are in the another loop, so our indentation will be the same place. While inside the bracket you can say till j greater than equal to 0. J is starting with something, and till the value of j will be greater than equal to 0, it will work. And another condition, you have a key, and key less than equal to, you have a list of j. What is here? Two conditions I am using in the while. One is that till the j value is greater than 0, it will work, and key word that is L of I will be less than equal to this L of j. It will keep on swapping. Here you have to say simply your list of j plus 1 equal to, simply say L of j. L of j plus 1 equal to L of j. It means the value of second element will be the first and first element will be the second if the condition will satisfy. Else you can say here equivalent to the while, else you simply the L of j plus 1 equal to key. Key means the same value, whatever the value, if it is not again less than this, the same value will be there, and then come out and print, and then you can go for the L, or you can write a message, the list after sorting is L. So this program will help you to sort a list, and the previous one was the bubble sorting. These two technique of sorting we discuss here, it will help you to sort a list in Python. This was only the objective for today. I hope you are exploring, you are learning the Python from the beginning, that session I have started, until yet whatever I just covered. Now, I covered already the SQL 2 chapters. I covered the 2 chapters of networking, 4 chapters, and with this both sorting technique, I also covered the 2 chapters of Python, revision 2-1 and revision 2-2. So total 6 chapters of the Python, the class 12 has been covered by me so far. And evaluation are required to be, analysis are required to be done. So now I'm thinking to have an analysis for me, how much you are grasping, how much you are exploring, how much you are learning. So Saturday, I'm thinking, or Sunday, you can let me know through either the comments or WhatsApp message, to conduct a test that may be oral in nature from these all 6 chapters, how much comfortable you are in these all chapters. Next videos or next session of mine will be the function, that is the 3rd chapter of Python. So we'll see what function is in detail. Thank you all.